wrestling fan, thanks for clicking the Dreaded D-Rose report. Put an actual shirt on today. Got tired of scaring kids and small animals. Hey, WWE reports the third quarter earnings for 2013 earlier this morning, announcing the pay-per-view buy rates for Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Night of Champions. I'm not going to go through the whole earnings report, a little at a time later. But anyway, the three pay-per-views, Money in the Bank, drew in about 199,000 buys compared to 188 last year. So it went up, 10,000 buys. SummerSlam did 296,000 buys compared to 358,000 the prior year. So went up, went up 10,000. Now we're down about 50,000 buys on that. Night of Champions, it did about 175,000 buys and compared to 189,000 the prior year. So we're down quite a bit. And for what it's worth, there's still many people in WWE that believe old Shawn Michaels is going to be wrestling one more match, and they insisted despite Shawn Michaels denying it. Something is going to be going on in regarding to a return down the road. May not be WrestleMania, unless it be. Now I bet you he'll be there. It'll probably be in the corner of or referee. As seen on Raw, WWE kind of teased that Roman Reigns is going to be turning babyface, and it's an ongoing right now, but it's going to happen. Probably not for several months, though. Long-term idea is for Reigns to split off from his group and be a big babyface, and then the feud between the Wyatt family versus CM Punk and Daniel Bryan is the first step towards making the Wyatts the new six-man main event unit. We'll see how that works. Damien Sandow, he received praise backstage at Monday's Raw for his match with the world heavyweight champion John Cena. Vince made the decision to have Sandow cash in on Raw and help the ratings with a major competitor going on, which is Major League Baseball and the NFL. I don't know if that helped the ratings or not, but it sure didn't do Sandow any good. Wasn't that silly to turn in the Money in the Bank briefcase and then wait for a commercial, wait for John Cena to get back on his feet and recoup, and that was terrible. And that street fight, that wasn't even close to a street. Wasn't even. Oh, that was ridiculous too. Might as well have been a tables match. But anyway, we voted for street fight and we didn't get it. The Chicago Tribune reports that producers behind True TV's Hardcore wait a minute, there's no R in there. Hardcore Pawn there. Chicago is interested in doing a reality show on the former WWE TNA star Lisa Marie Vaughan, or Tara or Victoria or the Spider Lady, whatever you want to call her, and her Squared Circle restaurant in Chicago. Cameras were at the restaurant last Sunday filming for a pilot episode as fans watched WWE's Hell in a Cell. Broadcasting and Cable did an article on the WWE app this week, and comments from Stephanie, in which she noted the WWE's app has been downloaded 8 million times. She says, we're looking at a traditional and non-traditional distribution, and we're targeting the first quarter of next year for the WWE Network. So the first quarter of next year, I'll be on here letting you know it's going to be the last quarter of next year. And downloaded 8 million times, that means not 8 million people, that's just 8 million times when people lose their phone, delete it, get a new phone, you got to download it again. So the individual downloads, I don't know. But Diva Dirt has a new interview up with Mickie James talking about Total Divas, WWE, and TNA and more. You can find that on the net. And WWE's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view from the American Airlines Center in Miami drew about 9,000 fans for just a little over $500,000 gate. Normally that sucker's sold out for a pay-per-view like that. And regarding Rey Mysterio's return, word is that until his quadriceps of his bad leg strengthens, he's risking injury doing anything physical in the ring. So watch him for autograph signings or maybe a run-in or something. The ABC affiliate in Pensacola, Florida has an article up looking at former talent. Remember old Chris Holyfield? Not that one. It's Little Boogeyman. Anyway, he's speaking to students at a high school there, Ruckle Middle School, Edwin's Elementary School, and everything, some other school too, about anti-bullying. All right, Forbes did a feature on WWE's upcoming TV licensing deal with NBC Universal and noted that WWE is expected to receive 4 to 6 times their current $140 million per year deal. That would top NASCAR's $4.5 million in a 10-year contract. NASCAR is kind of, floundering around lately. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of iffy. I don't know whether people are getting burnt out or people just don't have the money anymore. WWE's Hall of Famer Bret Hart, he's auctioning off a painting he did called 100-Man Cage Match. Whew. Proceeds from the sales goes to the Kidney Foundation of Canada. Zack Ryder and Renee Young are going to be hosting a special Halloween Google Hangout session on Google Plus a it's going to be at 12 noon, I guess, today. And they're asking fans to dress as your former or your favorite superstar or diva and join in the hangout. In fact, it must be going on right now. As noted, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H gave speeches and were awarded the WWE's Concussion Work at the Sports Legacy Institute dinner on October 23rd. Also appearing for WWE were Jane Gaddis, Dr. Chris Anman, Dr. Michael Sampson, and Dr. Joseph Maroon. As noted too, students from the Team 3D Wrestling School and the Team Vision Dojo, they received tryouts before Raw. And the best 4 talents were told they could be getting a live dark match tryout before Tuesday night's taping in Tampa, but it didn't happen. As you can imagine, most of the WWE talent hate the segments like the ones on Raw where all they do is just stand there backstage and get lectured by Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Nobody can or does anything about it. The feeling is everyone on stage is that just to stand there and do nothing while being insulted. Particularly if you're a babyface. Come across like a kind of a prelim level guy, I guess. It is embarrassing to just stand there like a big goof. There's also a book being done on comic form about the life of Andre the Giant. Released, it's going to be released in early 2014 by First Second Books, and the title will be Andre the Giant: Life and Legend. I guess they mean it's a comic, not humorous maybe, but just it could be some humor stuff in there. Maybe just mean animated, I don't know. WWE officials are looking to get Sheamus to return in early 2014. There's still no indefinite time frame or when Mark Henry will return. His hair grow back out soon. Hey, the rumor of February 24th start of the WWE Network may or may not be accurate. I didn't know they came up with a date. So, but they're still definitely a plan for the launch, and that's going to be announced soon. And the current idea would be launched around that time. The new TV commercial to promote the launch of the network was recently filmed, so they can always add it in November or December too next year. I don't know. Anyway, actual paid attendance for TNA's Bound for Glory was 2,622, but there were like 3,000 fans in the building, so TNA didn't paper that much anyway. Or didn't paper the 2,600. TNA officials are taking this as a positive. When WWE ran a live event in San Diego this past August, there was about almost 4,000 in the building, but only 2,358 paid. Again, I don't know how San Diego and their economy is. According to various cable resources, Bound for Glory looks to have been down about 15% from last year, which could indicate around 17,000 buys. And there's a lot of stories going around about TNA being for sale and indeed serious talks behind the scenes, but the potential buyer that has been looking at the company is out there, I guess. And representatives for the potential new owners have been in TNA offices recently. Talk of potential sale has been going on for months, but it's reached a serious point now where things are at a significant stage. TNA drew about 1,500 fans, by the way, for their recent Impact taping in Salt Lake City. Not bad. With Eric Bischoff out of the picture, TNA Creative is going forward with in the hands of the writers Matt Conway and Dave Lagana. The guys are maneuvering and doing the creative direction will be John Gabrick and Jeff Jarrett, who has had a lot more hands-on and input lately. And Kurt Angle legitimately suffered a torn knee cartilage in where he did a missed moonsault spot in his Bound for Glory match against Bobby Roode. So, out again. I don't know for how long this time, but what TNA's got to do is keep the numbers up, get that ratings up. They got to keep, if they're going to do some live events, they got to get that up to get that, and it's got to show an incline, son, to get that thing sold if they really want to sell it. Keep going. Good luck. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I got to go.